Good morning, Mr. Hadni. For assignment 2, I'm going to show how to do a Gauss Siedel method using Excel. So, for my laptop, I don't have Microsoft Excel, but I have WPS spreadsheet, which is also the same. The functions and everything are almost similar. So, the first step I did was write the equation that that we want to solve. That's in the question. And step 2 is we arrange the equation to get x1, x2, and x3. So step 3 is we write down the initial guess. For this case, it's 0, 0, and 0. And then step 4, we start with the iteration. So first iteration, here we write the equation. The equation for x1, here for x2, and here for x3. So for x1, we must input an equal sign. Then we write the equation here, which is 1 minus 3x2. Oh, I forgot. So for x2, we use the x2 that is in the initial guess. This is x1, x2, and x3. So for x2, we times with x2 from initial guess plus 5 times x3. Yeah. Divide, cross bracket, divide by 12. And then we just click the tick button here. And then we have x1 for the first iteration. For x2, we just write back the equation here, equal, open bracket, 28 minus. So here for x1, we use the latest x1 that we got just now, which is this one, minus 3 times x3. We use the from the initial guess, since we haven't got the new x3, so we use here, close bracket, divide by 5. Then we just click the tick button and we got x2. Then we do the same for x3. Use this equation, 76. Don't forget the equal, open bracket, 76 minus 3 x1 that we got just now, times x1 minus 7 times x2, divide by 13. So here we got all the values for the initial iteration and first iteration. Then here we can just drag it down to make things easier and to get the values for the next iteration that we have to do. So we can drag as many as we want, and then we got the value here. So for WPS, it shows the negative value in red, so we know this is negative 0.1373. So for the maximum error, so for the error, we just type in the equation here, which we know is so for the error, it's in absolute to get only the positive value. Absolute bracket we know the new x1 minus with the old x1 close bracket. We have to put another bracket here. Divide by new x1 and then click this one. Then I set this three column in percentage, so that means I don't have to times by 100 over here. So the actual equation formula we have to times with 100, but since I put it in percentage, so we don't have to do that. So here we can just drag like this to get the error for x2 and x3, and we just drag down to get the second and till the consequencing iterations maximum error. So we are finished and we get all the maximum error over here. So we get that for the 8th iteration we get the maximum error is 0%, so which means it stops at the 8th iteration. So that's how you do Gauss-Seidel method using Excel or WPS spreadsheet. Okay, that's all from me. Thanks.